So, there's actually a few things about me that not a lot of people know here on YouTube. One, I'm tall, really tall, 6'8" as a matter of fact, and no, I'm not kidding. Two, my favorite meal is honey butter biscuits and country ham with a side of grits. Three, I love when my girlfriend takes the bedroom lamp and sticks it in my and then she grabs sandpaper and she rubs it on my spin it around real good. Get right up in. Four, I actually really like musicals.
What did he say?
Yes, you heard that correctly, dear viewer. Number 4 might come as the most shocking thing to you. Just don't worry about number 3, but I really do enjoy musicals. Everything from the Phantom of the Opera to darker performances like Repo and the Devil's Carnival, all the way up to more modern stuff like Beetlejuice. Hell, I've even seen the original Wicked stage show, so for all intents and purposes, something like Wicked for Good should have been a slam dunk with me. Except it wasn't.
You serious?
Yep, I shit you not. And I'm not saying this just to be an asshole, or maybe I am, but this film damn near put me the fuck to sleep. Wicked for Good. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, if you're seeing more memes and clips than usual, that's because Universal's a bunch of shitheads and treat every film trailer like they're made of solid fucking gold or something. So I had to improvise just to get around the copyright system. Secondly, everything I'm about to say is up for discussion, per the normal. So if you agree or disagree with anything, let me know in the comments down below. Moderation is off, nothing is getting deleted, and I respond to everyone in due time. Y'all know the drill. The only thing I ask is that you listen to the full video, get all the context, then make an informed response. With that being said, Wicked for Good is boring as fuck.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
The CGI, despite going from dark to bright so quickly at times that it genuinely made my fucking eyes hurt, was very well done. The costumes were well crafted, though overbearing at times, and the music was expertly done because despite Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo looking like they weigh 100 pounds combined, both can bellow out the numbers seemingly with ease, and they sound great while doing it. I mean, seriously though, going back to what I just said, I hate to harp on someone's looks like this, but how did Ariana go from this to this? She is just haunting. But I digress. Where Wicked for Good fails and pales in comparison to its predecessor is that it's too fucking long, man.
That's what she said.
Wicked, the first film, was over 2.5 hours long, which is still a long time to be sitting in a cinema surrounded by families and blue-haired women who are staring down the barrel of middle age, wondering why they're still single and everyone hates them. But to be fair, Act 1 of the stage play, which the film covers, is an hour and a half. However, Act 2, which Wicked for Good covers, is only 50 minutes, while the film itself is 2 hours and 15, which makes it nearly 3 times longer than the source material it came from. And trust me, you feel all of it.
Fuck.
But Toller talks, if Act 1 of the stage show was an hour and a half and Act 2 was 50 minutes, why didn't they just make one film? That's only 2.5 hours and the first one was longer than that. Well, my friends, the answer is simple. So, how did they do it? How did they manage to make a stage play act nearly 3 times longer for a theatrical release? Stupid shit. That's it, stupid shit. Stupid shit that I didn't give a damn about. And frankly, I don't care if everyone disagrees with me on this, and this film goes on to make $1 billion. Glenda's childhood? Don't care. Animal rights? Alright, not a bad thing to talk about in real life, but it added next to nothing to this film. Glenda and Fiero's wedding? Didn't need it. Shoehorning Dorothy into it? Stupid. Showing Elphaba doing random wicked things just to make her look wicked? Nothing but filler. Everything that I just mentioned was either alluded to in the stage play and kept off stage almost entirely, or it was created specifically for this film, and it didn't need to be.
He's out of line, but he's right.
The funniest change to me, though, was Nessa Rose and her being handicapped. She's still very much wheelchair bound in this film, but in the stage play, she and Elphaba have an interaction in her office which results in Elphaba casting a spell that enchants her shoes. You know, the ones Dorothy later gets, and allows her to be able to walk. In this film, that exact scene is drawn out longer than it should be, and instead of wishing to be able to walk, Nessarose instead wants love. So Elphaba says a spell that makes her float in the air for a bit like an idiot, and then that's it.
Right.
Why was this change made? Well, apparently a handicapped person wishing to not be handicapped is ableist, whatever the fuck that means, and caused quite a bit of controversy throughout the stage show's run, so it was changed in the film as a response. Leave it to modern sensibilities to somehow get offended over, hey, I've been in this wheelchair my whole life and that kinda sucks, so could you maybe fix that so I don't have to be? What's next? Not allowing poor people to wish for money because it's classist or something? The thing is, Wicked for Good is trying really, really hard to be some sort of epic conclusion, and I just don't get it. Scenes that should snap with urgency feel drawn out and padded. The narrative, which should be brisk and seamlessly move from one plot point to the next, is bloated, and massive CGI set pieces that, yeah, look good I guess, are used merely to stretch out the runtime, making too much feel too unnecessary, at least for me. If you're a fan of this universe, of these characters and storylines, and more specifically the first film, you're probably gonna like Wicked for Good, and that's fine. But for someone like myself who was just looking for an entertaining time and just so happened to know the source material, I was bored out of my fucking mind with all the additions. With that being said, we happy?
You were saying something about best intentions?
As much as I wanted to give Wicked for Good my most negative of ratings, I can't. And I can't on the mere merit that big fans of the first film are going to eat this shit up. Yeah, it fucks around with the source material a little bit, but most of what they added was in the stage play, it just didn't soak up nearly as much time, or it was mentioned in passing just to keep the story moving. So, for the folks who are looking for a bit more substance, a bit more explanation and character development, they're gonna be happy here. I am just not one of those people. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for checking out my review. I'll talk to y'all later.